All right, guys, we are going up the elevator to the unit. The unit is right around the corner from the elevator, which is super nice. It's on the 3rd floor. They have plenty of carts. It's an indoor climate-controlled unit, so really, really good. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Just do it. All right, you guys ready? Boom. Look at that. It is trashed in here. I'm not looking forward to cleaning out a lot of these clothes and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of trash and leftovers, but guys, right away, we got the video game stuff. I didn't even see these 2 controllers in the pictures. So 2 PlayStation 4 controllers, really good. There's a whole basket of electronic stuff. I'm gonna get you guys set up and we'll see what we got. Look at what we got so far. Look, this is why I was bidding on the unit right here. Street Fighter, WWE 2K18, Gran Turismo Sport for PS4. These are in really bad condition. They're probably going to need resurfaced, to be completely honest. So that's the unfortunate part, but I think Street Fighter is usually a pretty expensive game. We also got MLB 20, the show. Oh, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare right here in the case. It looks like a lot of this stuff was just thrown in here, which made me nervous to bid on this unit, but I do think there's still profit to be made. There is a PlayStation 4 controller here. I think this is like a bootleg one because it's missing a lot of like the key details. But this one I think is real. Yeah, this one is good. This one's good to go. So hopefully we find the PS4. If we find the PS4, that makes it all worth it. So okay, so this is editing Derek here. This is completely off topic, but when I was looking up comps for this controller, the one comp that I saw, the person that sold it has 3.7 million positive feedback. That is insane. I've never seen anybody that has that much feedback in my life. I thought that was absolutely crazy. So I just want to interrupt real quick. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please do me a favor and leave a like and subscribe. Honestly, I know every YouTuber asks for it, but honestly, it's the thing that really, really helps me, especially as a small YouTuber. We're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So please, like I said, just take a second, hit that subscribe button if you like this content, and let's get back right into the video. I really wish that I had a camera person here that would make this so much easier rather than just having like a fixed shot and having to move you guys around to accommodate for that. But let's see what we can do. We'll get through all this stuff and hopefully make our money back. So this is all just like drugs and stuff, like over-the-counter medications. Probably put that in a trash pile. These boxes are, I don't know if you guys can see me or how good or bad this angle is. Let's see. Alright, let me angle it down a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what's in here. This is like a bunch of food. Yeah, this is probably all going to get trashed. Let's see how old some of this stuff is. Expired in 2023. Okay, so this stuff is a few years old, which is good sign. We like to look for that. This is all bathroom junk. This is just like all really stuff I don't really want to mess with. Another trash box. I don't mind taking the trash boxes out. We have a fishing pole here. This is like a cheap Zebco fishing pole, but I'll keep it just because, you know, why not? I have a pond at home, so let's go through this little container. This is a mini fan, more cleaners. Yeah, this is like an apple cider scent. I feel nervous about keeping cleaners that are in a storage unit. Here is a backpack. What's in here? This looks like a baby bag. This is, oh, this is like for a sound maker for a crib. This stuff can be expensive, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that. Weird unit so far. I'm hoping we find something in this corner here. We'll find some money or some gold and jewelry. Oh, is this Lululemon? I think it is. Oh, it is. Okay. We got a Lululemon thingy, a bank envelope, but it's empty, unfortunately. The good news is, in amongst these snacks and stuff, there is a bunch of change in here. So nothing crazy, obviously, but you know, this Lululemon stuff is always really good. So I'm very happy to find that. We'll put that in the keep pile for sure. Let's see what else we can find in this backpack. Here's some nails. Probably hold on to that. Trying to see if there's any other money in here. Oh, oh. What is this? I don't know what this is. This $1? Yeah, $1 coin. That's sick. Here's some more coins. Here's another $1 coin. So that's over $2 in coins. So that's a plus. There's some more change. Let's see. Ooh, a Cobra walkie-talkie. That's neat. And another walkie-talkie, making it a pair. Keep those. That's a good find. I don't know what brand this backpack is, but it looks like junk. So we're putting it in the junk pile. What are these? These are falling apart. I don't know why. Why do you people...
What do you mean, you people?
...pay to store stuff that's falling apart? Like, these Sauconys would have been great if they weren't falling apart. Ooh, a belt. That looks like it's in good condition. Here's a Guess belt. Okay. Guess belt. Let's go. I'll keep that. Put that in the keep pile. I think what's happening is like all the stuff up front is just kind of planned, the stuff they needed last minute. So like all their like kitchen stuff and all that is near the front. I'm hoping in the back corners, that's where all the planned stuff is. I see some good things. I see some things I'm definitely going to use or definitely sell. So let's keep going, guys. Let's see what we got here. I'm excited. Hey, glow sticks. Keep those. Those are brand new. Okay. This is what I'm looking for, guys. This is a good sign. This coin is like something you would get out of a Pokemon box. Like if you bought like an ETB or some type of special box that had this Pokemon in it. So I'm hoping that there's Pokemon cards in here. If there is, that's gonna turn this unit into just okay into amazing. Guys, I know you want an entire thing of rice, but the good news is there doesn't seem to be any mouse droppings or anything, which tells me that this facility is really nice, which I will keep in mind for future storage units, because a really nice place that doesn't have rats is always a good thing to look out for. So for future videos. I feel like there's somebody else on this floor. I don't know, but maybe it's just me moving around a lot. Now, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So down here, there's like a bunch of just like random junk. Hey, Scrub Daddy, that's neat. Just random dumb stuff, a fake stuff here, and just a bunch of trash. So this is absolutely trash. I think this goes to something else. I'm gonna put this aside for now. Trash. Oh, here's a brand new lint roller with a bamboo handle. I like that. I'll keep that for sure. Guys, this is my little treasure trove of stuff I'm keeping. Actually, I saw this and I thought this was cool. It's at Ross for $9, so maybe we can sell it for like $5. Here's a microphone. I don't know what brand it is, but we're gonna keep it faux show. It's a newer NW7000, so I'm sure we'll put the value of this on the screen. Hopefully I can find it. I've never heard of that brand, but you know, a plug-in microphone might be a good find here. I was hoping to find more in this electronics bin here. There is a VTech AV monitor, so that's good. It's a good find. Another microphone that's just completely ripped apart. Here is a Brookstone mouse. Xfinity. This is like I think a mobile hotspot pack, if I remember correctly. So luckily, there's a little cart in here. All right, we're gonna have to start going through some of these bags, unfortunately, of clothes. Oh. First thing I pull out is a pair of Nike dry fit shorts. Those are good, we'll keep those. Polo by Ralph Lauren. Okay, they liked high-end clothes. I can definitely say that much. Here's another Polo by Ralph Lauren. I think these are just like sleep shirts, so if I can find a bunch of them, I'll just lot them together. I might even keep them, who knows. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go I'm gonna turn the camera off to save some battery, but I'm gonna go through everything in these couple bags and see what we got, and then I'll turn the camera back on and show you guys what we found out of these bags so far. But I was really unhopeful for this unit, but now that we're picking up some good electronics, we're picking up some good, a lot of good stuff. I'm actually really excited. So I will check back in with you guys here shortly.
One eternity later.
All right, guys, I am back now. I went through some of the clothing. There was a lot of kids' clothes, so it was a lot to filter out, so you're not missing anything. But I did find this Hitachi little drill, and then I also found this whole Ryobi drill bit set. So obviously they weren't loyalists for certain things, but definitely gonna keep those things. Those are always good to grab. This is this one? It's like an infant chair. Made in USA. Okay, this is probably pretty good. This is probably maybe a $20 item on Facebook Marketplace. So my hope is that I find the PlayStation here soon, because I keep looking and looking and I can't seem to find it. What's this? Ooh, an electric nail system, brand new sealed. Probably 20 bucks if I were to guess. Here's a bunch of like flushable wipes. I mean, it's like a bunch of them, so I'll probably just put that in a lot on eBay. Here's a bunch of shower curtain roller things. Good yard sale item. Put that over there in the trash. Okay. So these parts are good. Like if you find stuff for like vacuums and stuff like that, people buy replacement accessories like this all the time. So this was a good find. Here's like these things. That's not worth nothing. I don't want to go through all clothes. I feel like that's boring. Here's a mystery box. Let's see what's in the mystery box. It is... It's like an all-purpose cleaner, I guess. Like jars, like hand soap dispensers. Those are fine. People will buy those for sure. Okay, here's an electric fireplace. Plug-in electric fireplace, that's cool. These are usually a couple $100, so hopefully this works. Hello everybody, this is Editing Derek, and we are currently enjoying a fantastic snow day. I don't know if you can see outside, but it is crazy snowy out there. So luckily I still have power and internet, so I'm able to edit and upload this video. So anyways, the point I was stopping the video to make was that we ended up keeping that electric fireplace at my girlfriend's house. Her bedroom gets pretty cold on cold nights, so when we keep that on, we tested it out. It works really great. It has like an auto shut off and everything. It helps maintain room temperature. It's just a really fantastic little thing. I did some more research, and they run about $100 to $115 brand new, so nothing crazy, but again, a good find. Being all in for $236 in the unit, we found something functional for half of the value of the unit almost. So now let's get right back into what else we found in this storage unit. Guys, we're finding stuff. Okay, we're finding stuff. Look. Oh my God, what is this? What are you? Oh, speedboat. Cool. Junk. Oh, this is new with tags. NBA Nets hat. That's cool. Guys, the reason I freaked out about this box is because there's sports cards. Look at those. Nothing crazy, I'm sure. I'll have to look them all up, but you know, Bengals, Panthers. Yeah, there's some decent players in here. There's Teddy Bruschi. That's how you know these are old. Bruschi's been retired for a very, very long time. So I'm actually really excited now. Now I'm hoping to find more cards. There's just pages and pages of cards. They're not in the greatest shape. Deion Branch, he hasn't played for the Patriots in a minute, I don't think. What are these? These are just junk slides. What are these boots? What are you?
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Dolce Vita. That sounds expensive, but I feel like it's a cheap brand trying to sound expensive. I'm hoping he just threw his entire Pokemon collection in here. That would be amazing. Champion. Oh, here's a new with tags. Buffalo David? I don't know. I never heard of that brand, but we'll definitely keep that for sure. What are you? What are you? What brand are you?
What are you?
Cynthia Rowley. There's a lot of brands I've never heard of in this box. And I'm wondering if, I don't know if I'm just too poor to understand that they're high-end brands, or if they're just really not anything good. Oh, these are Reebok stretch pants. Those are decent. Let me see if I can find some more cards, guys. I found some really cool stuff. So first thing first, you guys are sitting on like mini, like washer and dryer type things. So hold on, I'm about to look these up because I'm very, very curious. So, I mean, there's 2 of them here, so I can probably get like $100 for the pair. So that's great. That's like half our money back already, if not more. So I don't know where we're at yet. There is a lot of toys and like cheap like garbage in here. So hopefully we're finding good stuff. What is this? I know you're a big coat. Orolay? I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a nice coat. We'll have to go through that later. Oh, one of the other things I found was this removable vinyl wallpaper. There's a whole bag of it here. So I know that stuff is not cheap. Alright, I'm gonna try and climb out of here. Because obviously I have to come back prepared to separate the good and the bad out of here. But there's some stuff I'm dying to get to that is like all this other stuff is just impeding my way to get there. Okay, but I'm also trying not to step on too much stuff. Oh, guys, no way. Okay, hold on. I think okay, I think we might have found where their Pokemon cards are. There's a Where's Waldo, Spooky Stories, Spot the Difference, just a bunch of books, but here is a binder with Pikachu on it. Okay, this is a make or break it right now. This is it, because I think if we don't get this, like, it's gonna turn a decent unit into an amazing unit. All right, let's open it together. Please. Oh, it's just like, oh, unfortunate. It's like all like modern junk, it looks like. No. No. Man. It's just, there's nothing really good in here. Man, that's such a bummer. Dang, I thought we had something good. Like, hold on. Alright. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. There's a chance that, like, some of these cards are buried. I don't think they took very good care of, like, their stuff. So, alright, so we got... I don't know how good you guys can see that. I got Koraidon, Charizard. I've got Chinpow EX, but it's absolutely destroyed, so worthless. Hydreigon. Rayquaza, Gardevoir EX. Are these real? I mean, these feel really, really thin. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Are they real? I think they are, because I think the ones that are real have that black stripe in the middle, so I don't know why anybody would spend their time faking, like, junk cards. Alright, let me go through here, see if there's anything worth it. Yeah, some of these don't have a good feel to them, for sure. Yeah, all these cards are like not good cards, which tells me that I think their good stuff is probably somewhere else in the storage unit. Like there's like, you can't tell me that they opened this many packs or had this many cards and there's just nothing good that they got out of it. I just don't believe that, so I'm gonna hold on to this. This is a good find, but we're gonna keep looking. All right, the good news is in this little treasure chest here, I found some more coin, but fortunately that's like the only thing I found that's good out of here. Ooh, a big Nike bag. some Nikes. They're falling apart. Yo, what are these? Those are Nikes. Those are cool. I don't know if they're anything good. They seem to be in good shape. Ooh, here's some more Nikes. Okay, we found a whole backpack full of nice shoes. Here's Converse. Nothing crazy, but this is what's gonna make our money back, guys. This is it. What are these? These are Bass. GM Basco. Great brand. Just random shoes. These are Jordan 23s. And excuse me for not like freaking out, but I have no idea if these are any good or not. So I want to grab them and take them with me. And tomorrow we'll come out and clean out the rest of the unit. But I just want to show you guys the cool stuff.
The next day.
So good news, we're heading out for round 2 to officially clean the storage unit out fully. Hopefully we'll be able to find anything we need. I'm gonna go through like a more deeper dive than what I have been looking at before. So just so you know, so far we pulled out some Jordans, but like a lot of the Jordans only have one shoe for whatever reason. So I'm not too keen on that. I'm really hoping I find the other Jordans just buried somewhere in that unit. Like I said, I'm gonna go through everything, all the paperwork, and I'm gonna try my best to see if I can't find anything else in there. I mean, this unit has turned to be probably not as profitable as I would really like to, but with all the other units going for 700, 800, there was one unit that went for over $2,000, like, and I just didn't see the value in that. I mean, I'll try and get some more units, but so far this has been more than exhausting. So we got to go rent the U-Haul. So I'll see you guys once we pick that up. And I will tell you guys what, it was very unfortunate. We got the U-Haul, which was fine, but then I forgot my keys in my actual car, so I had to drive all the way back to the U-Haul place to go get my keys. So now we're heading back to the storage unit to see what we can find and hopefully clean up this place in just a couple hours. I don't think it's going to take longer than that, as long as there is a cart available. If there's not, that might be a little bit of a struggle. But we do have that small cart that was in the unit that we can keep, so I'm really excited for that because I'll use that in future endeavors. But other than that, we're gonna have to tear through there and see what we got. But I have my industrial trash bags. I'm ready to pack up that clothing, donate it, and see what happens from there. But other than that, I'll check in with you guys when we get to the storage unit. I just ran into some of the nicest people ever. They're cleaning out a storage unit for a church, and they offered me a bunch of stuff, but it wasn't really stuff that I could use. So I decided to leave it and let them donate it to somebody who probably needs it more than I do. So that being said, I am trying to clean out the storage unit. I made a mess in here yesterday when I was going through everything, but now's the time that I can kind of start to separate things, start to look stuff up, get rid of some of the bigger stuff and move some of that stuff out. So I think the first task I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this TV out of here, and then maybe like this fan or something like that, make as much room as we can right away, and then we'll go from there, because we're gonna be trashing a lot of stuff, and then we're gonna be gathering up a lot of the clothing. We're gonna be donating all of the clothing that isn't really worth it for me to sell online. I mean, there's plenty of good clothing in here. There is a ton of good stuff in here, and there's even more stuff that would do really well for somebody who wants to, you know, purchase it at a thrift store or whatever. So, well, nothing left to do except get back to work. So we got the first load loaded up and ready to go. We still have a ton to go in there, but this is the first load. This is mostly just all trash. There's one bag of stuff we're keeping over there. There's a couple things here. These wooden tops for these might be good. I didn't look up this, but this is a steel grater made in USA. There's a handful of like steam cleaners and stuff like that. Just little things like the cotton balls I can use for cleaning like electronics and stuff like that, so I'll keep those. I found this one Nike, but that's a common occurrence in this place. I find one shoe but not the other. Where's the other shoe? I know, like, most people are waiting for the other shoe to drop, but this is just ridiculous.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So hopefully we find that other shoe soon. I'm gonna take this down, unload, and then we are going to come back up and keep going. All right, so I think the goal here is to start just sorting out the stuff I don't want versus the stuff I do want, bagging everything, and then hopefully we can get this stuff out of here as soon as possible. So I only really rented the truck to the end of the day, probably after hours, but honestly, I want to get this stuff done in a couple hours and be out of here. So montage time. What's up, man?
We got a hot tub.
You got a hot tub?
Yeah.
Like
We used to use it for a baptism pool.
Oh, okay.
But we don't use it no more. We bought a horse trough because it was too much trouble to put this thing together and plug it up.
Is it an inflatable one?
Yeah.
Can I come take a look at it? I was like, I've been looking at those. I was like, man. Someone just gave me an inflatable hot tub for free.
The
So
lady out there, she does, that's what she does. The lady over there, are you with her?
no, we're separate.
Oh, that's what she buys storage units.
Yeah, and I bought this one on auction like 2 days ago. So it's just hit or miss.
How much you want for that little statue?
You want it? You can take it. This guy?
Yeah.
Here you go. It's all yours.
My God, appreciate you. Look at her.
See, look at that. Traded a hot tub for a statue.
I appreciate you.
Have a good one. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little montage, and if you heard, I got a free inflatable hot tub. Pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's cleaning out a lot of trash, as you could see probably from the montage I just did. So I am going to continue cleaning up trash, and I will turn the camera back on if I find anything interesting. Guys, I'm pooped. We finished cleaning out the storage unit. I did that in record time. It was like under 2 hours, but unfortunately, the lady that runs the front, she's not here currently, so I can't show her my picture to get my deposit back. So I gotta wait till 3:45 to get my deposit back. And I didn't really find anything else that interesting, guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to sift through still, but I found a lot of clothes. So I'll do those rapid fire here shortly after I get my deposit back. So for me, it'll probably be either later today or tomorrow. And for you guys, it's gonna be the snap of a finger. So let's see what we found clothing wise.
3 days later.
All right, so good morning, everybody. It's actually a few days later. I am out walking the dog currently, and I just wanted to explain what's been going on so far. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. I had to move these trash bins, and they were really full, so they were very heavy. But basically, long story short, is that we cleaned out the storage unit, obviously. We sold a couple things already just in the first couple days, but for the most part, I've just been cleaning and washing and organizing. So I know, as you saw in the unit, primarily most of it was actually just clothes and stuff like that. So I'll go over that stuff super rapid fire, anything that I pulled out and kept. Honestly, for the most part, most of the clothes was trash. There was a handful of decent items, but a lot of stuff that's either going to get donated or thrown away because it's torn, or it's going to be thrown into a dollar yard sale somewhere down the line. And that's what we pulled out of the unit for the most part, is a lot of dollar items. So although we did have a pretty big investment into the storage unit of $236, we are well on our way to making our money back. There's a handful of things that sold so far. One of the things that didn't sell but immediately got our money back was some currency. There's actually a $2 bill, some gold coins that are just like gold dollar bills, and some loose change other than that. So I'd say right around $6 in total in cash was found in the unit. Kind of wish for more, but you know how it is. It could be $6, it could be $600, it could be $6,000. You never know with these storage units. You never know what people are willing to leave behind. One of the other things we picked up was there was this electric kettle, and it looked relatively cheap. It literally looked like it could be a brand from, you know, Temu or even like Amazon for like 20 bucks, but it was like, they sell for almost $180 to $200. It's one of those like pour over coffee kettles that you warm up the water and you pour it over your coffee grounds and you make yourself a really expensive, nice little French latte or whatever. And to my surprise, the whole unit was there. Used it sells for roughly about $120. Now, unfortunately, our base was messed up. Sorry, my dog keeps stopping to pee every 3 seconds. Does anybody else's dog do that? Whenever you walk them, they just have to pee on everything, mark their territory. It's quite frustrating when you're trying to just walk and talk. So it's one of those like little pour over coffee things. And so with that, we ended up selling the actual little kettle itself because the base was messed up. Like you could see the motherboard is a little exposed underneath all the protective film, and I just didn't want to deal with that potentially being a hazard in somebody's house, potentially causing issues. So I just sold the kettle itself. It should work fine with any base plate that they have, and that sold for $60 free shipping. So I think realistically, after fees and shipping, we'll probably be looking at about $35 in profit in our pocket. So that's a good start there. So on top of that, we had a big bag of vinyl. It's like the stick-on kind that you just kind of use, that's a little removable. And that vinyl actually is a dollar store vinyl, so nothing crazy, but I think realistically at the end of the day, I can get $10 for that bag on Facebook Marketplace. I had somebody reach out, it just didn't work out. I had an emergency I had to deal with, and then I was in meetings the rest of the day, but hopefully I can get somebody to come by and grab it. I don't think that guy was too happy that I canceled on him, but stuff happens. People have to understand that people have lives, so it is what it is. I understand that it's frustrating, and I even told him that, but I sure wasn't willing to skip a meeting just for 10 bucks. So that's about everything that's sold so far or has potentially sold. One of the things that I did note too is that it looks like somebody had just had a birthday party or something. There was a bunch of like recently opened toys, just stuff just thrown in the storage unit that were like never actually unsealed from the plastic. So a bunch of factory sealed toys that I can probably get between $2 and $5 a piece for. That was a really good find, because I think realistically at a yard sale for all that stuff, I can probably get about 100 bucks. It's not worth selling online with the shipping and fees, but again, yard sales, they add up quick. People don't realize, like if you put out a yard sale and you put out a ton of items for really cheap, people love it. People will buy stuff even if it's something they don't need, if it's $1 or $2 or whatever, because they just, I don't know, people are designed to spend money like that. So really cool there. I think realistically for all the like yard sale items, we can probably get $100 out of it. So that right there should be about half of our money back with the sales so far. So I don't know, we'll see in the future, you know, what it does. But let's get into the clothes. I'll show you guys what all we picked up for the day. So I got this Adidas polo. It's inside out. This is just easy bread and butter stuff. There's a bunch of other Adidas stuff that's all the same size that's going to go with this in a lot. So maybe $20-$30 on that lot. These I picked up because they're Hurley pants. They're not in the greatest shape. As you can see, they have some stuff on them, but they haven't been washed yet. So this pile actually hasn't been washed yet. I just pulled it out because I wanted to show you guys. But they're cool pants. They're a little unique. I've never seen pants like this. I don't know if they're like snow pants or like a base layer or whatever, but they look pretty good. So all the zippers work on those. I pulled out these two Polo Ralph Lauren. They're almost like sleeping shirts. It looks like they were never used before. I actually might keep these for myself just as sleeping shirts. Those are neat. I picked up this camouflage jacket. Usually these are pretty good for things like paintballing and stuff like that. People buy this stuff all the time. Here's a North Face fleece that's in a really good condition. No holes, no spills. It just has a couple of like food stains and stuff like that. Stuff that will come out in the wash. Like I said, this pile has not been washed. I got this Reebok XL, size XL. They're like a jogger, trainer, like yoga pant type material. Those were really good. And then I got this American Rag men's long sleeve jacket. Now there is some staining on the inside. I think I can get that out, no problem. Just needs probably a dry clean real quick. I'm gonna get a bunch of garments that all need to be dry cleaned at once, and hopefully head over to like a Zips or something so they can do a quick dry cleaning for me. But let's go through the other pile that I have here as well. Alrighty, so I got the second pile out here. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is like a Champion, just a long sleeve, nothing crazy here, but there is a couple of Champion pieces that I think I'm going to bundle together for like 20-30 bucks. Here's another Adidas hoodie. Like I said, They are all relatively the same size. I think they're all size large. So all the Adidas stuff is just going to go together in a big lot, maybe 30, 40, 50 bucks there. This brand, Farmhouse Frocks, it's a really unique fabric feel to it. They feel really good. They feel really nice. They're size small. I think they're men's pants, but they are really cool. I don't know the value on them, but I can probably get $20 to $30 for these. Some Nike dry fit shorts. Again, Nike was another thing. I had a bunch of the same size, so I'm just going to probably lot all that stuff together. Here's an Orvis pullover, size large. Always look out for this brand. This is a really good outdoorsman's type brand, but classic collection. And this flannel line fleece, this is stuff that people are looking for right now, so those are always good finds. I have this Columbia jacket. I have two of them. One of them is a 4T, and then one of them is a 3T or 5T maybe. I don't remember correctly, but there are two jackets, and they're both different sizes, so I figured I'd sell them together. That way, when their kid grows from one to the other, they'll have a jacket already ready to go. So I thought that would be a good way, unique way to provide something like that to somebody. Here is a big North Face with a big logo right in the middle. Unique colorway to it. Awesome coloring. Great thing here. Came out super clean. Doesn't have any like stains or anything like that. And the drawstrings are still in it, which is always a plus. Eddie Bauer base layer. Super simple, but definitely sells for some decent money there. We got this Zara men's. I think it's usually women's clothing, but they do make men's stuff. It has these unique zipper design to it with the 3 zippers on the front. And I looked these up, and these are like $30 to $35 all day. So great brand to keep an eye out for if you can get them cheap enough. And then this is a Redhead, another good outdoorsman type brand. It's a 2XL, just a fleece. It's modern, which is okay. The vintage stuff sells really, really well. But even the modern stuff does sell for a decent value. And this is just a super warm, super nice base layer. We are firm in the middle of hunting season. I hear people hunting all the time, so that's a good buy there. This one, I don't know. I might sell this one with the Columbia jackets, just as a heavier jacket. It's a 4T. It's whatever that brand, 7 for all or whatever that brand is. And then there is this this sweater here. I might end up keeping it. I don't think it's actually worth anything, but is a fashion sleeve sweatshirt, size large, which is my size. So I have a whole nother thing of clothes to go through, and I have so many more clothes over here that are all like dollar pieces. There is a ton of shoes and stuff to go through. I mean, there is just so much stuff in here. I mean, there's all these Jordans, which there's only one of for a lot of these, but some of these shoes, like these, what are these? These are, I think these are Bass, classic Bass. These shoes are probably a good $30 or so pair right here. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff over here, guys. We got this. Let me just move this real. So we have all kinds of stuff in the basement right now from this. So I'm going to try and go through it as best as I can, just because there's so much stuff around. I have so much inventory to process and still getting organized into this nice bin system we have here. So hopefully we'll get done with that soon. But let me talk about these real quick. So these are a washer and dryer, a mobile unit, something that you would put into a camper, take to like a campsite, potentially a cabin in the woods, something like that. But they're mobile, they're small, they're easy to carry. I was able to carry both of them up and down steps without too much trouble, so to speak. But they are a really good condition. I haven't fully tested them work, but I do think they work, just based on the condition that they're in. They don't look like they're completely, like they were just thrown in there. There's no like dents or anything. There's some small scuffs, and I think that's like dried baby spit up or something like that. But other than that, once I get them cleaned up, I think realistically, just for these two things, I can get about $150 for the pair in used condition. Worst comes to worst, I get $100 out of it and call it a day. Let's see what else we got here. So I have a lot of small stuff that's just little things that are going to go into the yard sale, like these rings here. Like nobody's going to pay, you know, $15 for these online. So if I could just sell them at $1, they got a $4 price tag there. Sell them at $1. This Myers hand soap, you know, $1. Kids shoes, $1. You know, just all kinds of little things in here. A basketball, a little this microphone. I don't think it's worth anything really. There's just, and then there's a whole bin of toys and stuff underneath here. One of the best things I think we pulled out of there, besides the washer and dryer, are actually these nice Jordan 23s. I think they're like retro Jumpmans or something like that. I don't know exactly. I'm not a sneaker head, but those are pretty good. Those I think can go for $75 to $80. I think in really good condition with the box, they go for about $150, $180, somewhere in there. That was good there. And then we have like things like this bassinet here that we pulled out. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get anything decent for it, but even if I can get, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks out of it, depending on the brand, that would be great. We just have so much stuff over here. We have this bass coat. We have all these shoes that I still need to go through that just potentially don't have any value to them. We have like these big jumbling, like basically giant Jenga, just can't use the Jenga name. It's just, there's so much to go through. And I think that's one of the things I've learned recently about these storage units is that is a lot of work. This was smaller than the last unit, and this one felt like much more work because last unit, everything was very clear cut. It was very much, this is worth money, this is not, and then went from there. And now it's just, this is very much, I have to do a lot of research and stuff like that. There's a lot of brands I don't recognize. So it has been nothing but a crazy time dealing with this. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Just, I don't want another hour-long video taking up y'all's time and stuff. But realistically, if you wanted a hard number, including all the stuff that we got for free, like the actual hot tub that we got for free, this, and then the actual hot tub here, this alone, those sell for like $800 new. I put it together. The seal wouldn't hold air 100%, but I just think it was because it was below freezing when I was trying to fill it up and get that seal to go. It was sitting out for about an hour before I did that. So that's plenty of time for that rubber seal to harden up to where it can't work. So I think with that included, that alone is $300. The washer and dryer, $150. We already made like 40 back on the little pot thing. We got $6 back in cash. I think we got, we're going to probably get like $10 for that. I mean, realistically, there's money here and there. It's really hard to tell how much it is, but I think realistically, we can, once everything sells, which will probably take a couple years, believe it or not, I think realistically, we can probably get $600 to $800 out of everything we paid. So we paid $230. We put in a lot of work, but I think we can realistically get $600 without the actual, thing that we were given for free. I think with that, I think we're looking at $900 to $1,000 in total. I really appreciate you guys coming through, watching the video, spending some time with me and a storage unit. I'm gonna start bidding on some other ones, so hopefully we'll have another video for you soon. But other than that, stay safe out there and take care.